Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Brock's 101st Convocation ceremonies. I ask that you please turn off any cell phones during the event so as not to interrupt. And I also ask that you please remain seated for the graduates as they enter the gymnasium. We'll now watch a brief video prior to starting the ceremony.
This is the moment that defines what happens next. This is the moment you knew what you wanted. And this is the moment you got it. This is the moment you said goodbye. And this is the moment you missed. This is the moment the distance was surprisingly short. And this is the moment the distance was painfully long. This is the moment you opened the door to a new house. And this is the moment it became a home. This is the moment you took some notes. This is the moment you took it all in. This is the moment you fell in love. And this is the moment you fell asleep. This is the moment she told you to take a hike. And this is the moment you did. This is the moment you reached for new heights. And this is the moment you reached new land. This is the moment you learned something new. And this is the moment you had to remember it. This is the moment you were overwhelmed. This is the moment you overachieved. This is the moment you stopped. This is the moment you caught your breath. And this is the moment it was taken away. This is the moment you took the night. And this is the moment you took the stage. This is the moment you say you'll never forget. This is the moment they won't let you. This is the moment you wondered how you would do it. This is the moment you realized why you are here. This is your proudest moment. This is their proudest moment. This is the moment you realize the importance of this moment. And this is the moment that defines what happens next.
I ask that you please rise at the sounding of a special song in honor of our honorary recipient as the academic and Chancellor's procession enter the gymnasium.
What are we doing? Just do this right now?
Please be seated. I declare the 101st Convocation for the conferring of degrees and certificates in session. Chancellor Chichu, President Travis, Senate Chair Henderson, platform guests, graduating students, parents, and friends. Welcome to Brock University's Spring Convocation, a time of celebration for students, families, and friends. It is my pleasure this morning to introduce from the Chancellor's procession, Dr. Shirley Chichu, Chancellor of Brock University, Dr. Tom Travis, Interim Vice Chancellor and President of Brock University, Ms. Carol Jacobs, Elder in Residence and member of the Cayuga Bear Clan, Mr. John Sook, Brock University Board of Trustees, Dr. David Ganadawokon Miracle, Mohawk from the Tinandaga First Nation and this morning's honorary degree recipient. Dr. Scott Henderson, Mace Bearer and Chair, Brock University Senate. Dr. Thomas Dunk, Interim Provost and Vice President Academic. Dr. Martin Danahay, recipient of the Faculty of Humanities Award for Excellence in Teaching. Dr. Joff Mercier, Interim Vice President Research. Dr. Omar Keel, recipient of the Faculty of Mathematics and Science Award for Excellence in Teaching. Dr. Greg Finn, Vice Provost and Associate Vice President Academic. Dr. David Siegel, Interim Dean, Faculty of Education. Dr. James Mandigo, Vice Provost, Strategic Enrollment and International. Dr. Carol Merriam, Dean, Faculty of Humanities. Dr. Anna Lathrop, Vice Provost, Teaching, Learning, and Student Success. Dr. Alan Castle, Interim Dean, Faculty of Mathematics and Science. Mr. Vincent Meehan, Brock University Alumni Association. And Dr. Jens Korsen, Dean, Faculty of Graduate Studies. Joining them on stage are university senators, faculty, staff, and student representatives from across the university. I would ask them to also please stand together and be recognized with their colleagues. Please be seated. I now invite Chancellor Chichu to deliver words of welcome.
Good morning. I'd like to thank the drummers and the singers for being here this morning. I want to acknowledge the traditional territories of the many nations that I am standing on. I am honored to be part of this ceremony. Elder Carol Jacobs, President Travis, Board Chair Sook, Senate Chair Henderson, trustees and senators, senior administrators, faculty and staff of Brock University, David Kanandagao Gun. Is that right? I knew I'd say it wrong. I've been practicing it all morning. I'm sorry about that. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this graduation awards ceremony. A graduation ceremony is one of the most memorable events in our lives because you have come to the end of a long journey. This ceremony tells you and your families that you are now prepared to begin your life, to begin future goals. I want to share with you words of others who have inspired me and hope they motivate you. Many authors and poets have had a positive impact in my life. They have changed my views of the world that surrounds me and how I must perform after I have read and reflected on them. This poem is by Lisa Wilson. Today begins the journey. Today is a big day for me. I am about to embark on a new journey that no else can take but me. I wish had a traveler at my side to keep my toes warm, but I go it alone, and alone is where I'll find home. This poem means to me, being alone is strength, so you can begin to choreograph a dance of your life. You can begin by setting ripples on a lake, which will show you it has no end. Don't submerge your fears or drown all your emotional feelings. Start peeling off those struggles you feel are controlling you, and you will find a way to set yourself free. When your family believes in you, then you will believe in yourself. And if they are not there for you, your ancestors always will be. They will always have you, no matter what you will become, even if they disagree with your choices. So I empower you to make choices, set goals, and make dreams for you and for only you. Mothers will not sleep, as they are always with you. And if she is not there with you, wherever you are, look up into the sky. She is the soft star shining down on you. She is your home, and by her side stands a strong man who makes it a perfect dawn. You will fight many hard battles, but with your family, you will win. Your family can be friends you have made or partners who you love. Surround yourself with those who make you better. Seek those you know more, and then guide your path. There will be many challenges and obstacles, but if you respect advice from family, your friends, your mentors, your elders, you will overcome anything together. Let us celebrate this day and make it uniquely memorable. Now, I have the great pleasure in declaring this graduation and awards ceremony open. Miigwech.
It is my pleasure to introduce Mr. John Sook, Chair of the Brock University Board of Trustees, who will present the Spirit of Brock Medals. Mr. Sook is an alumnus of Brock University and has served on the Board of Trustees since 2007. He was elected as the chair of the board in 2014 and currently serves on all board committees and on the University Senate. Please join me in welcoming Mr. John Sook.
Good morning and welcome, Dr. Travis, Chancellor Chichu, honored guests, faculty, staff, graduates, and parents and family. The Board of Trustees recognizes all of the commitment, dedication, and sacrifice that it takes to become a graduate of Brock University. We take pride in your accomplishments and share with you and your family in the celebration of your successes. As part of this celebration, the Board of Trustees created a unique award in order to pay tribute to the outstanding achievements and contributions of outstanding students, outstanding graduating students. During this spring convocation, the Board of Trustees Spirit of Brock Medal will be awarded to an undergraduate and a graduate student who best exemplify the spirit of Brock, of Sir Isaac Brock. These are students who demonstrate any of the or more of the qualities of leadership, courage, innovation, inspiration, and community involvement, and have been recommended to receive the reward by their respective deans. Today, I have the honor to present the Board of Trustees Spirit of Brock Medal to Annika Matarala, Grant Yoakum, Anika Zaumi, and Jessica Vikruk. Annika, Grant, and Annika, and Jessica, please come forward to receive your awards.
It's difficult with that, isn't it? There we go. Thank you. Thank you.
Anika? Once again, please join me in congratulating these outstanding students on their award. Wait, get your box. Just need to get your box. And one more. Once more, round of applause. Congratulations to all of you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this very special and happy occasion. On behalf of our Chancellor, our Board of Trustees, and the University Senate, as well as the faculty and staff of Brock University who did so much to help lead you to this day, I bid you a warm welcome and offer my hearty congratulations to our newest graduates and your families. Today is a special day in the life of our university. Today, we celebrate endings and beginnings. To our graduates, you've mastered the requirements of your academic programs and survived the challenges of studying for exams and finishing assignments. Admittedly, sometimes at the last minute and perhaps after an all-nighter or two, but the important thing is you've done it. I'm sure you feel relieved, and I can bet so do your parents, friends, and loved ones. I know they also feel deep pride in your accomplishments, and so should you. Much lies ahead in your future. New jobs, perhaps more academic study, certainly new experiences. Your Brock degrees and certificates will position you well for success. The learning, skills, and habits of mind you acquired, the work habits you've refined, and the personal confidence you gained from coping with previously unimagined challenges all prepare you well to navigate the paths you will follow in the years to come. My only advice about what path to pursue is simple. Find something you love to do, commit yourself to it, and work really hard. Those around you eventually will notice your passion and your efforts, and success, however it is defined in your life, will surely follow. But whatever the world gives you back, you will surely experience the profound satisfaction that comes from knowing that you gave everything you could, and you've lived a full life. I assure you that's a crucial component of a lifetime of happiness. Our gathering today is filled with pomp and ceremony. We dress in robes that reflect the modern university's medieval beginnings. Back then, they needed such garments to keep warm. Unlike the wonderful campus we all enjoy at Brock, those ancient study rooms were sometimes a little drafty. We honor those times, however, to remember where we've come from and to appreciate how far we've journeyed. We also acknowledge and honor the ancestors of the First Nations upon whose traditional lands Brock University today sits, the Anishinaabe and the Haudenosaunee, and welcome all Indigenous people who share in our knowledge community. In less than 2 weeks, on June 21st, Brock will proudly host Aboriginal Day on campus, a day during which Aboriginal peoples will gather to celebrate their community with music, dance, and food. Each of our graduates will be called to the stage one by one to receive your degrees and our Chancellor's warm greetings. This is a solemn moment. It will also be a moment of joy for all assembled. But even though this is a formal occasion, it shouldn't be stifling. Actually, we want it to be fun. So, Please feel free to express your pride and happiness by clapping, whistling, shouting, ringing cowbells, whatever your traditions prescribe. The cowbells at a previous ceremony were most welcome. Now, before I close my remarks and we start the rest of our ceremony, let's all get ready for the day by giving Brock's graduating class of 2017 a warm round of applause and congratulations. Thank you.
Madam Chancellor, the ability to tell one's own story in one's own words is empowering, and it is due to the efforts, largely due to the efforts of David Ganadawaku, that untold numbers of youth and adults have developed that power through learning the Mohawk language. Ganadawaku is a Mohawk from the Tyendinaga First Nation near Belleville. After high school and a job with the Department of Indian Affairs in Ottawa, he returned home to teach the Mohawk language to students in his home community and found that there were no study materials and no curriculum for teaching the Mohawk language, and so he created his own. Later, he went to the University of Western Ontario and earned a BA focusing on linguistic specialization and went on to teach Mohawk language at that university, once again creating his own teaching materials. During his time at Western and during 12 years teaching Mohawk language and other courses at Brock University, Ganadawaku wrote numerous dictionaries, textbooks, and other teaching materials in both the Mohawk and Oneida languages. His texts, which now include 5 dictionaries, have become the foundational tools for learning Indigenous languages. He has been credited with playing a significant part in saving the Mohawk language. And because of these accomplishments and contributions, I take great honor to present David Ganadawaku to receive at your hands the degree Doctor of Laws honoris causa.
David Ganadawaku. Is that how you say it?
Ganadawaku.
Thank you. I admit you to the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, and grant you all the rights, privileges, and insignia appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Madam Chancellor, I take great pleasure in calling upon Dr. Ganadawaku to deliver the convocation address.
I have to admit, this is the first time I've ever been involved in any sort of graduation, and I am presently so nervous I don't know if I'm going to be able to read my speech. The really funny thing is, if I was about to give a lecture, it would be so much different. I've got them all mixed up now. Okay. I want to congratulate everybody, who are here today. It's I know that going through the system is really hard. It's a lot of work. I have to admit that I have been on both sides was a student for years, and now I get to stand in front of everybody and make their lives miserable. So, you know, there's a certain satisfaction. If you wait long enough, you do get it. I have to admit that this, receiving this honor was not part of my life's plan. My goals in life were to create Mohawk language materials, and that's amounted to dictionaries, all sorts of pedagogical stuff and whatever, you know, in order to encourage and teach the language to the people so that we'll get our language back. We went through, I guess, a cultural bump, and people abandoned the languages for some reason or other, and that's been most unfortunate. But we're at a time now, especially when we have access to so much technology, that we're going to be able to bring it back. Many people are wanting the languages. And the nice thing about a language is that it is no weight. You know, if you speak a language other than English or multiple languages, you will know that switching from one language to another is not a matter of having to shift the load. It is a very easy sort of thing. And I would encourage anybody here who speaks a language other, than English to continue doing so, to keep your language, can keep your family language and that sort of thing, to carry yourself through. Pass it on to your children, because languages are one of those things that truly do make us different. They make us unique, and they make us special. And like I say, it is no weight. So going from one language to another is not a problem. I have a bunch of things here I want to say, and so far I haven't even gotten near page 1. But I'm limited here. One of the things I guess I want to say is that, and I've been quite honored and respected by the attempts being made to pronounce my name. My name is Gandawakon. Gandawakon, by Iroquois tradition, no two people in the same community can have the same name. And as it presently turns out, I'm the only Gandawakon in the world. If you Google Gandawakon, you get me. Whether you want to or not, there I am, lists of what I've done and all this sort of stuff. And the really interesting part is I have never entered a word, on the internet to say anything about what I've done. It appears that word just gets around and people put stuff in. But Gandawakon literally means, shaking the town. Shaking the towns, and this is, I guess, what I've attempted to do with the language materials and my approach to teaching language and that sort of thing, is shake up our communities and get the languages going again. This country, Canada, or as Anglophones like to say, Canada, is the word we have for village, town, city, a cluster of huts, a whole place where people all live. And it's actually a very beautiful name for this country because Canada chooses to be multicultural. And each culture is like its own house. And all of those houses together create a community, and that community is Canada. So I think, Canada, even though it was probably a mistake in the first place, I remember this TV commercial that says, they're doing, these guys are standing on the shore, and this fellow with the feathers is pointing and saying, it's Canada, young Canada, and the priest is saying, oh yes, country is called Canada, and I'm thinking, I guess if you don't pay enough attention, you're always going to get it wrong. But the name stuck, and so Canada is a good name for this country. People call us Mohawk. I say, I am a Mohawk. Yeah, but if I really think about it, the original interpretation of that word means cannibals. Haven't eaten anybody in a very long time, so I think I have lost my right to be a Mohawk. But we call ourselves Ganyagahaga. Now, I will admit, Ganyagahaga is very hard for Anglophones to say. Actually, usually any word more than 2 syllables seems to be very hard for most people to say. So, you know, and Ganyagahaga, you know, the Ganya is Flint, and the Haga is a nation of, and the Ge tells you that it's located in a spot. So Ganyagahaga, the people of the Flint, the nation of the Flint. And, you know, to really understand the significance of that, you kind of have to get into the culture. I've spent a lot of years trying to, or teaching language using culture, getting people to understand the culture of my people, because I think it's very important. I know Western culture. I've been involved in it for a long time. I can get along quite well in Western society. And the thing is that I can also get along quite well in my own society. You know, I speak my language. I know my history and traditions, and everything that is considered important to be a member of my society. You know, and I think this is, for me, this is very important. I still haven't gotten anywhere near this. Shaw. I just want to tell you a real quick story. I will go fast. But like I say, I've written books and stuff like that. The first book I did, I had spent years gathering the data. It was a dictionary. And I thought, well, I worked on this computer. Now this is, you know, this is close to 30 years ago. And computers then, the computer I worked on was this great big monster thing. And I had a printer that was almost as big. And anyway, I spent a lot of time putting the data in, you know, and entering it all and stuff like that. And I would save it. And sometimes it would be months before I could get back on it. And it would all be saved onto this thing called a mag tape. So one day I save all the material, I put it back on, and then, you know, you get busy doing stuff in there. It's about 6 months before I get back onto the computer. They load the mag tape and I pull it up and stuff, and there's nothing there. Nothing appears. It appears that when I had saved it back onto the mag tape, there was a glitch, I guess they called it, and there was, it didn't save. So when they cleared the screen, it was gone. They kept backups, but the backups were only good for about 4 months, and then they would erase all of that in order to make more space. So it turned out that my several years of work and entering stuff was now gone, nowhere. I had made on a regular basis printouts of all of this sort of stuff. You know, as we went to the tech guys and asked them about that, and oh, well, we spent the better part of a day trying to recover, but got, you know, little bits and pieces of the data. I was really upset. I was just basically, well, Shaw, what am I going to do? It's all gone. So I thought, well, I could have just, you know, stood there and cried like a little girl, and I thought, no, I'm a man. So I went to the bar on campus, and I figured, I'll go there and I'll drown my sorrows. Well, the problem is that it takes me about an hour to drink a beer. So after about 3 hours, it became rather obvious that I was not going to be drowning anytime soon. So I went home. And I started thinking about it. And the next day I went in and I gathered up all of my printouts and spent the next 10 weeks re-entering all of that data, about 6 days a week and close to 10, 12 hours a day. And finally had the printout. And there I've got this printout, and it all looks ready, perfect, you know, stuff. And it's the summer, and there's nobody around. There's nobody to celebrate it with. So then I walked down from my office from the hill at Western carrying this dictionary. And then I delivered it to a group who were going to see about getting it printed, and it was another year and a half before it got into the hands of the people who I really wanted to have it. I learned a number of things from that. Probably the big one is, don't trust technology to save things you think are really important. Okay. And the other one is always make backups. Not the sort of backups that my students do and say, oh, you know, my computer crashed. And I said, well, did you back it up? Oh, yes. Well, they backed it up on the computer that just crashed. You know? So I now have copies of my stuff all over everywhere. And the other thing is that, you know, you really have to rely on yourself to do the things that you really feel are important. You need to, you know, I suppose, have that sort of initiative. I'm driven by my own passion. I'm sure I'm over the limit here. What page is that on? Yeah. I'm driven by my own passion to do stuff. I really, you know, have become quite passionate in producing materials because quite literally not too many other people are. And I would encourage people to also, you know, develop a passion for what you're doing. You're graduating and you've got all these skills that you can now focus on something and use that to help yourself, you know, get through life. Anyway, I never was very good at writing speeches. Like I say, if I had decided to give you a lecture, it might have been a lot better. But like I say, congratulations, and I wish you all the best in your life endeavors.
Brock University values good teaching, and every year at Convocation we take the opportunity to honor some of our best teachers. And so this year I have the pleasure of inviting Professor Martin Danahay from the Department of English Language and Literature to receive the Brock University Faculty Award for Excellence in Teaching. Professor Danahay is a professor of Victorian literature, but just to demonstrate his versatility, he also teaches about steampunk. So, congratulations on that too.
Thanks so much, Carol.
Good morning. I take pleasure in inviting Professor Omar Kahel from the Department of Mathematics and Statistics to receive the Brock University Faculty Award for Excellence in Teaching. Dr. Kahel is passionate about mathematics, and this is reflected in the variety of courses that he offers to undergraduate and graduate students, and in which he universally receives just astounding evaluations. His research primarily in number theory has been funded by NSERC, the Natural Sciences and Engineering Research Council, for many years, and he has consequently supervised many very successful graduate and undergraduate students with his support. Omar?
Well, now we're coming to the part you've all been waiting for. Will the candidates for the various degrees and certificates please rise? With the degrees and certificates about to be conferred upon you, there comes a certain expectation that you will continue sincerely in the pursuit of learning and truth, and that as far as in you lies, you will promote the interests and welfare of your university. Do you acknowledge this expectation? We do. Madam Chancellor, as the candidates have acknowledged the responsibilities that accompany their degrees and certificates, and as they have successfully completed the courses of studies prescribed by Senate, I would ask that you admit them to their several degrees and certificates.
I admit you, and I welcome you to your degrees and certificates. Please be seated. I am going to throw this ceremony a little bit off this morning because there is somebody very special that I want to thank, and that's the Senate Chair, Scott Henderson, who has been a really active, an advocate to me and has been a real mentor to me. I like to thank him.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present this candidate to receive a Doctor of Philosophy.
Grant Kenneth Yoakum, recipient of the Distinguished Graduate Student Award, Interdisciplinary Humanities, and the Spirit of Brock Medal.
Madam Chancellor, I invite Brock University's newest PhD recipient to take his place on stage with his faculty colleagues. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present these candidates to receive a Master of Arts.
Ahmed Ahmed, recipient of Distinguished Graduate Student Award, Canadian American Studies. Alan Edgington. Robin Gard. We would like to acknowledge that at 93 years old, Robin is Brock's oldest ever graduate. And Dylan Gordon Fortushnik. William Basil Roman Pidzamecki. Ethan Paul Reno, recipient of the Distinguished Graduate Student Award, Philosophy. Jessica Amber Yusick, recipient of the Distinguished Student Graduate Award, History.
Congratulations.
Just wait.
Last one. You're good?
Okay. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present these candidates to receive a Bachelor of Arts with honors.
Brian Alexander Abfall with first class standing, recipient of the Department of Classics Book Prize in Ancient Art and Archaeology. Tyler William Adair, recipient of the Distinguished Graduating Student Award, Film Studies. Heather Ruth Patricia Allen and Mark Alanov. Emily Angelova, Lauren Helen Mary Arva. Amy Barlow, Danielle Barone. Amanda Rosemary Benton and Scotty Blaine. Rachel Sharon Booth with first class standing. Sarah Marie Bradford. Madison Taylor Brandt, Joshua Brenz. Faith Amber Brown, Fraser J. Franklin Brown, with first class standing, recipient of the Distinguished Graduating Student Award, Visual Arts. Earl Mari Cabaluna, Patrick James Carpanini. Letitia Toya Cater, Jody Lavinia Ellen Costin. Courtney Chartrand, Christina Patricia Ciantar. Samantha Ann Klein, Cassandra Conjusti.
Caroline. Grace Santina Crowley.
Caroline Grace Harvey Kuhn with first class standing. Grace Santina Crawley. Mackenzie Olivia Croft. Kelsey Victoria Dawn.
Eustace Owen.
Pardon? Eustace?
Yep.
Owen?
Owen. Yeah.
Olivia Shannon D'Souza. Eustace Owen Dunscht. Diet. Tyler Diet. Steve Dykstra. Anthony Erickson, Erica Marie Figueroa. Melissa Catherine Fowler. Sydney Joan Margaret Francolini. Casey Tanya Julie French with first class standing, recipient for the Diane Dutton Memorial Book Prize, and Jacob Sachs Fromer. Nicholas Gabriel, Victoria Bailey Galveo with first class standing.
Aaron Giesbrecht.
Giesbrecht?
Yeah.
Do you want the Edward?
Yeah, sure.
Aaron Edward Giesbrecht, Jamie Gregoire with first class standing. Thank you. Kristen Tony Gurkov, Henry Guzman Diaz, recipient of the Affleck Memorial Prize in Philosophy. Stephanie Camille Handy, Brendan John Hasty with first class standing. Carrie Ann Hatch, Chantel Rose Hatton. Hi, Norman. Kirsten. Hi, Norman. Do you want that? Sure. Kirsten Ali Haynonen, Montana Erica Hiley. Eric Arthur Holland with first class standing, recipient of the Distinguished Graduating Student Award, History. Sean William Hodson with first class standing. Nicole Suzanne James, first class standing. Heather Ann Crowaker. Casey Maria Lawrence with first class standing, recipient of the Graduating Student Award, English Language and Literature. Jamie Erin Lupia. Victor Austin Waterfield Manning. Tynan Cafe Anthony Manuel with first class standing. Joshua Michael Martin, Anika Mazzarella, recipient of the Spirit of Brock Medal. Jonah McGrath, Kyle Alexander McKnight.
Eleanor Melinkowski.
Haley Pearl McCrae, Elena Melinkowski with first class standing.
Miss Skimmin.
Dana, not Dana.
Matthew Terrence Miskimen. Dana Grace Morin with first class standing. Wing Fang?
Yeah, Chin family.
Wing Fang who? Riley Marta O'Connell with first class standing. Wing Fang U. Thank you. Shannon Claire Parr. Elizabeth Jasmine Maria Pereira with first class standing, recipient of the Graduating Student Award, Dramatic Arts. Kirsty Ann Ruth Pethrick. Mitchell Petrick. Ariella Pileggi, first class standing. Dylan Thomas Pineo with first class standing. Presnell? Yep. Ryan Pong. Allison Michelle Presnell with first class standing. Caitlin Jean Principi. Hillary Ratz. Rita or Retta? Rediga. Andrew Luke Redigavin. Justin Jonathan Evan Shelby Ridiford, Jasmine Saeed with first class standing. Anna Sawchuk with first class standing, recipient of the Distinguished Graduating Student Award, Classics. Devin Suave with first class standing, recipient of the Graduating Student Award, Interactive Arts and Science. Haley Elizabeth Schultz. Rochelle Marie Scott with first class standing. Vanessa Secord, recipient of the Liberal Arts Graduating Book Prize. Samantha Sini. Caitlin Elizabeth Sagan with first class standing. Laura Victoria Sotelo with first class standing. I'm sorry. Monica Souza, Brittany Margaret Stranges. Zanatti.
Sonneted.
Pardon?
Sonneted.
Sonneted. Zolt. Sonneted.
Chris Jericho Tinio.
Zolt Zanetti. Chris Jericho Tinio. Tomalescu. Thank you. Perfect. Alexandria Lee Tomalescu. Yeah! Alexandra Jamie Town.
Dimitri George Choros.
Thank you. Choros. Dimitri George Tioros. Ethan David Tufford.
Just Abby.
Abby Lee?
Yeah, Uni.
Abby Lee, Uni. Robert Van Ameren with first class standing.
Vatry.
Thank you. Evan Vatry. Trevor Van Iron Weiss. Leanne Christine Wilton with first class standing. Anna Robel.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present these candidates to receive a Bachelor of Arts with major.
Brian Alexander Coates. Caitlin Elizabeth Ingham. Haley Christina LeBay.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present these candidates to receive a Bachelor of Arts 3-year.
Kofi Asamoah. Josephine Danielle Barkway. Jessica Carolina Barros. Brendan Baxter. Stephanie Elizabeth Brule. Christopher Aaron Bryan. Andrea Crosby, Julia Alita Cymbalsti. Sterling Demers, Zahara El Morshed. Lucinda Mary Freeborough, Elizabeth Gentile. Katrina Alexandra Guilfoyle, Dallas David James Green. Alan John Hickmott, Burton Manning Howell with distinction. Imrie. Ethan Alexander Imrie with distinction. Evan Joseph Ippolito. Christine Iverson with distinction. Chelsea Justine Jackson with distinction. Amanda Rose Jones. Jordan Andrew Kennedy. Crasulia? Tyler Crasulia. Rachel Alexis Cross. Lafreniere? Eileen. Chantel Cutlessa. Shelby Eileen Lafreniere. Mikhail? Perfect. Andre Jacob Mikhail. Daniel Richard Keith Morley. Brittany Alexandra Noel. Sarah Louise Petter. Melanie Prentice. Brandy Diane Joan Rial. Samantha Santina Rafael, Duck Hyun Ryu. Kathleen Sky Sherwin, Yelena Eva Slat. Maya Elena Slominski with distinction, recipient of the Dean's Medal. Cole William Snow.
Just give me an extra second.
Shulamit Sternin with distinction, Sean James Sullivan.
Brenna Too-Good Seagrave.
Brenna. Do you want the Francis?
No. Perfectly.
Brenna Too-Good Seagrave. Shizu. Linlin Zhang.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present these candidates to receive a Bachelor of Music with honors.
Serena Lynn Atala, Nicholas William Robert Cooper. Leanna Nicole Powers with first class standing. Nagin Rezayassel. Amy Lee Vo with first class standing, recipient of the Graduating Student Award, Music, and the Al Whitmore Griffin Award in Music.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present this candidate to receive a certificate in rhetoric and professional writing.
Alana Marie Pita.
Do you want the staff? You can leave it there, yeah, absolutely.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present these candidates to receive a Doctor of Philosophy.
Van Huang Mei, recipient of the Jack M. Miller Excellence in Research Award. Eleni Mazirakotie. Parthaji Mukherjee, recipient of the Distinguished Graduate Student Award, Biotechnology. Jessica Vikra, recipient of the Spirit of Brock Medal.
So Mirdad.
Mirdad.
Yep.
No, sorry.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Madam Chancellor, I invite Brock University's newest PhD recipients to take their place on stage with their faculty colleagues. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present these candidates to receive a Master of Science.
Merdad Naysari, Emily Ann Bordelot, recipient of the Distinguished Graduate Student Award, Biotechnology. Kimberly Ann Kathleen, recipient of the Distinguished Graduate Student Award, Biological Sciences. Jason Michael Casarano. Rebecca Ann Gunter, recipient of the Distinguished Graduate Student Award, Earth Sciences. Dylan Killingbeck, recipient of the Distinguished Graduate Student Award, Computer Science. Elfrida Narti. Elfrida Narti. Frank Michael Popoli. Regier. Jeffrey Regier, recipient of the Distinguished Graduate Student Award, Chemistry. Elham Salimi. Susan Michelle Mailanier, recipient of the Distinguished Graduate Student Award, Physics.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present this candidate to receive a Bachelor of Computing and Business with honors.
Eduardo Guzman Diaz.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present these candidates to receive a Bachelor of Science with honors.
Samar Al-Jumaili, J. Arshad Alvi. Eve Amin with first class standing. Morgan Brianne Ashe. David Charles Austria with first class standing. Sathya Balakamuar. with first class standing. Adam Ballant with first class standing. Charles William Peter Baracco with first class standing. Brent Michael Boria Barang. Curtis James Bauer. Madeline Becker with first class standing. Corey Thomas Bedard. Betancourt. Kevin Nicholas Benko with first class standing. Frank Sebastian Betancourt with first class standing. Anthony Jack Blackwell with first class standing. Nicholas Mark Blaze with first class standing. Daniel John Bokestein with first class standing. Zachary Edward Brander with first class standing. Danielle Aaron Bruins. Graham David Bergsma. Jillian Elizabeth Cattle. William Wayne Cornett. Riley Max Daviston with first class standing. Stacy Snan Del Castillo Pope. Carly Ann Deemers with first class standing. Alexandria Noel DeCosimo with first class standing. DiFrancesco. Marone. Julian DiFrancesco. Tan Yu Dong. Melissa Ann Dowd with first class standing. Ryan David Durish.
Hala Mustafa El-Kabouli.
El-Kabouli.
Yeah.
Hala Mustafa El-Kabouli. Sophia Ermolina. Jordan Anthony Fazio with first class standing, recipient of the Distinguished Graduating Student Award, Mathematics, and Distinguished Graduating Student Award, Physics. Kevin Flint. Thank you. Eric Rudy Froze. Brandon Nicholas Jura. Grayson Gray with first class standing. Anthony Vincent Greco with first class standing. Matthew Tyson Guest with first class standing. Emily Rose Ham with first class standing, recipient of the Distinguished Graduating Student Award, Earth Sciences, and the Earth Sciences Award. Jordan Mackenzie Harland, Stephen Andrew Heaps.
Let's go with Eric.
Eric.
Helmetsy.
Eric Helmezi with first class standing. Alexandra Celine Houghton. Jinzi Huang. Austin Huber with first class standing. Shannon Grace Jewell. John Patrick Stanley Karwoski with first class standing. Andrew Kenning with first class standing, recipient of the Dean's Medal. Brad Kennedy with first class standing. Lucas Paul Wesley Nill with first class standing. Eric Joseph Bartley Colley.
And Kira.
Amanda Cornell. Kira Teresa Kovacs with first class standing.
Kubarakos. Thank you.
Kubarakos with first class standing. Matthew David Laidman with first class standing. Richard Michael Lesseur. Juha Lee with first class standing.
Can you just say Carly Lee Hubble?
Carly Lee Hubble?
Yeah. Lucia Asunta Lee.
Carly Lee Hubble with first class standing. Lucia Asunta Leone with first class standing. Jesse Jonathan Dean Locke with first class standing. Stephanie Alyssa Manella. Sean Daniel Mason. Melissa Ellen Matthews. Can you say that again? Mazurkowitz. Ashley Ann Mazurkowitz with first class standing. Danielle Nicole McAllier. Lead Chad McNabb with first class standing. Kaylee Elizabeth Meehan with first class standing, recipient of the Distinguished Graduating Student Award, Biochemistry. Amanda Lynn Mikowski. Matthew Craig Mueller with first class standing, recipient of the Distinguished Graduating Student Award, Biomedical Sciences. Stephen Neville. Carrie Lila Norman. No sound. Lucas Scott Nozzle with first class standing. Jessica Amanda O'Brien.
Ian Thomas Olashinsky.
Ian Thomas Olashinsky. Ian Thomas Olashinsky. Allison Marie Parasotti. Hayden Polsky. Reese Powers with first class standing, recipient of the Distinguished Graduating Student Award, Biotechnology. Shilpi Rana with first class standing. Glenna Kathleen Maurer Raycroft with first class standing. Jerica. Andrew James Romano with first class standing. Jerica Tilly Sanderson with first class standing. Alexander James Schnur. Crystal Judy Shaw. Shada Shivarfard with first class standing. Jamie Matthews Shirtliff. Sharmila Sritharan with first class standing. Mitchell Thomas Schweitzer with first class standing. Tonet. Frank Takang. Adam Russell Tonet with first class standing. Recipient of the Distinguished Graduating Student Award, Computer Science. Victoria Emma Turpin with first class standing. Derek Wayne Villancourt with first class standing. Stephanie Van Dyke with first class standing. Recipient of the Distinguished Graduating Student Award. Stephanie Van Dyke with first class standing. Recipient of the Distinguished Graduating Student Award, Oenology and Viticulture. Jessie Van Loon. Heather Marie Van Volkenberg with first class standing, recipient of the Graduating Student Award, Geography. Maura Patricia Vendrick with first class standing. Paul Wayne Walker. Devin Patrick Ward with first class standing. Thomas James Wibbs. Catherine Alexandra White. Victoria Alicia Vitta with first class standing, recipient of the Distinguished Graduating Student Award, Neuroscience. Anne Sabrina Worrow with first class standing.
Anika Zalmi. Anika Zalmi.
Anika Zalmi, with first class standing, recipient of the Spirit of Brock Medal.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present these candidates to receive a Bachelor of Science with major.
Colton Quinn Claus. Jasdeep Power Gill. Zachary Michael Kuzak. Benjamin Martin Radford. Melissa Mohini Rupnarain, Alexander Schwev.
Wendy Osaruna. Osaruna. Oh, I'll get it.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present these candidates to receive a Bachelor of Science 3-year.
Wendy Osaruname Agamian. Tawny Lynn Allison. Khalil Isho. Jasmeet Kaur Basra. Isaac Boateng. Sarah Beth Church.
Shawnee? Yeah.
Shawnee Lane D'Entremont Beggs. Connor Mark Dodsworth.
Mariam Almorshed.
Miriam Elmorshed. Vanessa Lauren Gould.
Sorry?
Zakaria Haj Ahmed with distinction, recipient of the Distinguished Graduating Student Award, Biological Sciences, and the Dean's Medal. Christine Hamilton with distinction.
It's just Ryan Helmetzi.
Ryan Helmetzi with distinction. Curtis Holmes. Julie Martine King. Beverlyn Larby. Chad James L'Italian. Matthew Peter Malagudi. Adiba Fatima Mohammed. Cheryl Entau. Ruma Indra Parmadand. I'm sorry. Chadni Patel. Dennis Alexander Peroff. Andrew Rooney. Joseph Moses Sciullo. Robert Anthony Scott. Sarah T. Sarah Veronica Tompa. Rebecca Joy Vince. Thomas Alexander Waller. Abigail Webb, Michael Wesley. Grace Isabel Whitfield, Kendra Lynn Zamek.
I probably apologize for a minute, so do I go and sit back on my seat?
Madam Chancellor, whereas certain candidates who have successfully completed the course of studies prescribed by Senate are absent from this convocation for just cause, I request that you confer upon them their degrees and certificates in absentia.
I admit them to their several degrees and certificates in absentia. Yay!
The Senate of Brock University has recommended the awarding of a Dean's Medal to the graduate in each faculty with the highest standing in a first honors degree and a first pass degree. I take pleasure in inviting Maya Elena Slaminski to accept this award.
The Senate of Brock University has recommended awarding of a Dean's Medal to the graduate in each faculty with the highest standing in a first honors degree and a first pass degree. I take pleasure in inviting Andrew Koenig and Zachariah Hajamad to accept these awards.
Good morning, Madam Chancellor, Mr. President, members of the Platform Party, and especially our graduates, their families, friends, and especially Kaylee. As a member of the Brock University Alumni Association and an alumnus from business in 1983 and from the Goodman School of Business with my MBA last year, I am very pleased to congratulate all of you who received your degree this morning. As of today, you join a network of more than 93,000 other graduates who are willing to connect with you, work with you, mentor you, and advocate for you in your personal growth and professional development. As you start this new chapter in your lives, see yourselves as ambassadors of the university. Share your Brock experience with others and be sure to share your success with us. I guess I was successful as an ambassador because my daughter Kaylee is graduating with you today. The value of your degree is a reflection of the success of all of our alumni have in their careers and their personal lives. Our alumni are making positive marks on the world, and that impact raises the value of all our degrees. Be in touch with us often. Be as proud of your university as we are of you. Take what you've learned at Brock, go out into the world, improve it, push on, and experience life to your fullest. The Alumni Association is honored to welcome you today and every day. Join us after this ceremony outside in the alumni tent, where you can get your first taste of being an alumnus. Congratulations and welcome to the Brock University Alumni Association.
Well, we promised you a celebration, and I hope we delivered. It's been a great day. Graduates, you've been listening all morning as your family and friends have applauded your success to tell you how wonderful you are. In your heart of hearts, though, I hope you know that you wouldn't have gotten here without their encouragement and support. So before we get to the end of our ceremony, I'd like to ask all of our new graduates and the platform party to please rise and join me in giving a heartfelt round of applause and cheers to thank the people who helped you reach this special moment in your lives. They truly deserve it. Thank you. Please be seated. Graduates, a few years ago, you joined the Brock community as students. And now, as you've just heard, you've become alumni of this wonderful university. This is your alma mater now and forever. I hope you remember and value this relationship more and more in the years ahead. Your conduct and success will add luster to the value of a Brock degree for decades to follow. Our university's future achievements and renown will add to your reputation as well. Brock has become what it is today because generations of graduates and citizens have supported it generously for the difference it makes in people's lives, people like you. I hope you will continue this tradition and help support your alma mater and future generations of students. All of that lies in the future, though. Today, our focus is on celebration. Brock University congratulates you, and we wish you all much success and happiness in the years ahead. When this ceremony ends in a moment, we welcome you to join us for a reception in the alumni tent just across the street. This ceremony today marks the end of our Convocation week at Brock University. It's been a heck of a week. 9 ceremonies, 3,500 graduates. As you can imagine, there's a lot of work in organizing this, and I'd like to thank the university community in general for all the support that they've given, and especially to thank the Registrar's Office, Communications Department, Facilities Management, the President's Office, and the offices of all of our faculty deans for contributing so much to make this week a special occasion. We will now conclude by singing O Canada. When our national anthem is finished, will all family and friends please remain in your places until the graduates and platform party have left the hall. Please rise now for the singing of O Canada.
Hiya!